welcome to Thorpe Park for, well, the third night of the Fright nights. Unfortunately, we didn't get to come here on opening night for many different reasons, but today we are here. It's Thursday, the 3rd of October, I believe, and it's the TP safe zone. We're coming in. Let's go. So we're now walking over the bridge. I'm so excited for this year's Fright nights. A little bit of frustration early on. You know, you've got to pay for the reservation ticket. It's not an actual ticket, it's a reservation. And you have to pay £1 for those if you're a Merlin Premium Pass holder. Now, we paid the £1 for our reservation ticket, but it still says we've got to do it online. So we paid the £1 for the reservation ticket, and we've come and I've gone to give him my thing for him to scan. He said, oh, we don't need to scan that, we just need your pass. So that's a waste of £2. Not that £2 bothers me. It doesn't really bother me because £2, if we did get caught, if they did say to me, oh, we need to see this, we'll show it to them, you know. But it's the morals of you're made to pay £2 to get in, and then you don't. What are you going for? Oh, right. I don't even know, I don't know, maybe. I'll say hi to Callum anyway. You open yet, Callum? You open, Callum? No. Oh, alright then. Callum's not open. Unfortunately. Right, so we'll see you when we're walking to our first coaster of the day because Fright nights doesn't start till 3. Come on, let's go. So there's a bit of an inconvenience over at Saw, isn't there?
They're cutting down trees.
They're cutting down trees. Everything's closed still. Samurai's closed, Saw's closed, Colossus is closed. So, got a bit of an inconvenience at Thorpe Park this morning. Hold on. Just got to tuck my lasters in.
Everyone's going to queue up and everyone's stealth.
Oh, Colossus, yeah, Swarm. Yeah.
Very awesome though.
Told you to go that way, you said I'll go this way. Slammer. Should never have got rid of it, just because I want to go on it. There it is. Walking in the nightmare.
4 years later. N, not A.
No, N/, and I'll go A. And obviously there's the other two of the mazes in there. See platform 15, Creek Freak Massacre. Rob, would you say Creek Freak Massacre is the best maze here this year?
Oh no, I've got a platform.
Still prefer platform? Well, you'll have my opinion today after 3 o'clock.
It might be different today though.
It might be different. The actors will have more time to rehearse, so you never know. But we'll have my opinion today, so my opinion is all that counts. Forget his. I'm
Your
joking.
opinion don't count.
His opinion's equally as good as mine.
My opinion's better.
I doubt it, because I spoke to a lot of people that say that Creek Freak's the most intense maze they've ever done, so
It depends if they're scared of mazes.
that's...
If you're not scared of mazes, then just depends what you like, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
And I
true.
like the theming to the platform.
So you don't get scared, you more prefer the theming?
Yeah. Tara likes. Well, no, she likes The Walking Dead.
Do I?
No, the other one.
Live a Nightmare. Live a Nightmare's a good maze. It's a good solid maze. That's solid every year.
Pretty good inside.
Theming's sensational in there. Still miss Saw Alive though. R.I.P. Come back next year, please.
Probably in Deadwood.
So we've got Blair Witch here. Blair Witch. We've got Jungle Escape and Blair Witch. Right, so Jungle Escape queue is now here. And the Blair Witch queue is now here.
This is Blair Witch. Jungle Escape's not open anymore, is it?
Is it not? Have they not opened it?
No.
I thought it was staying for Fright nights.
Closed.
Oh, right. I've got that wrong.
They keep one paid, don't they?
Yeah, containment. There's over fast tracks. We're too poor to get fast tracks. So we're
Too poor to get water.
Yeah, we're really poor on those.
Great poor.
So, Mr. Banana Boat.
Sure,
Oh,
right, right.
Stealth is the only ride running. So, those things. Great operations this morning at Thorpe Park. Don't you just love Thorpe Park
We
operations?
just slept 12-hour days, so they can make up for it. They go.
Let's just say that this thing here better be open. My old number one, believe it or not. If you never watched our videos, when I first come here, this is my favourite ride.
In between us.
It was. That was one of the reasons, but it was one of my favourite rides. That vertical loop behind me there is so intense, I love it. Of course it's closed. Because, do you know why it's closed?
Because self-showing won't work.
Yeah. But yeah, this was my favourite. And then, oh no, it is open. After a little while, because I saw them become my number one. After a little while of doing them all, I definitely preferred the ride to Nemesis Inferno, because for me, it's got a little bit tame.
It is tame. It's a tame ride.
It's intense, that you do quite often come off going, oh, feel a little bit icky. Hence, obviously, my sword jumper, because it's my favourite ride here. And we were going to that straight away, but it's closed, obviously. So we're going to have to go to my old number one here. But this dropped right down in the pecking order for me, in my top 15. It's dropped right down. But towards every time I've done it last season, it went up a place. Same as Colossus. I think Colossus. Oh, now Colossus is running. I know it's Nemesis. They sound the same, don't they? Even though Colossus is an intimate, even though Colossus is an intimate 10 looping coaster, it's still got that B&M type roar to it, which I really like. I love the roar. I mean, listen to that. It's got a new chain lift, yeah. They started painting the exit queue and then got bored. Yes, then they got bored. Yeah. So, Nemesis Inferno, our first ride today. Silence to the vlog, man. Oh, puddle. Okay, so, Nemesis Inferno. B&M inverted coaster, second B&M inverted coaster in the UK behind Nemesis. This is our personal favourite B&M invert in the UK. In our opinion, it's better than Nemesis, and Nemesis has absolutely nothing on it. But that's our opinion. I know there's lots of people. There are lots of people that think completely different, that they prefer Nemesis. But for us, Nemesis Inferno is better. So we're going to do, for us, our opinion, the best B&M invert in the country for our first ride on the Fright Night 2019. Let's go. Back row, first ride of the day.
Best thing.
That's the best is this one here for me. So it's this one on the outside left. So if you come in Thorpe Park, you've never done Nemesis Inferno before, make sure you get one of the back right or back left seats, because they are the best seats on the train. Front row is a little bit disappointing. It seems very sluggish and tame, but that's in our opinion. So if you're going to sit anywhere, the best seats are back two outsiders. So our first ride is Beauty. Enjoyed the dispatch.
All roads clear, ready for dispatch.
Off Nemesis, our first roller coaster today, and I tell you what, we were saying bad operations for Thorpe Park, but I tell you what, operations on Nemesis Inferno, they were amazing, weren't they?
They're good so far.
They were quality on that, and there's obviously Blair Witch. We'll be doing that tonight when it gets a little bit darker. This was towards the end of the year. This is one of the better mazes, wasn't it, last year? But start of the year, it was a bit weak. It was weak in places, not enough actors, not dark enough. Needing a bit more lighting, a bit more foliage, a bit more horticulture, landscaping, you know, all the good greenery moments that we love to see here on theme park days. But yeah, no, Nemesis Inferno, it was a bit tame this morning, but it is, yes. But the thing is with Nemesis, it's tame this morning, but it'll be better later on. I can almost put money on for later on during the day when it gets a bit warmer. Money on the table when we do the Fearsome 5 challenge tonight. When we do that, that will be better and running a lot better because it's the first ride of the day. Obviously, it had test runs and things, but the full weight. Oh, all right. I thought you said go inside. We'll go around the outside. This is a little shortcut. So I think we're going to go queue up for Stealth now. It did look quite walk-on-y. It seems to have filtered out now. Now the rides are starting to get open, it's filtering, which is what we expected it to do. The Swarm's now going. What was that, Rob? This Rob's number 1, if you didn't know.
We'll be talking about somewhere abroad and get all the bigger ones.
Yeah. But you never know. It does sound a lot better. You never know, you ain't done an RMC yet.
No.
You might come off an RMC and go, wow, that was amazing.
I like the smoothness of the wing coasters.
Like, you know how we come off Megaphobia in the back row and we both went, that's a back row coaster. Yeah. It had the wow factor on the back, didn't it? For me, Icon's got the wow factor. To be a number 1, it has to have a wow factor, doesn't it?
I love the noise.
Yeah. It's the B&M Raw again. We were talking about on the way through, that B&M Raw. There it is, 205-foot beast. 0 to 80 in 1.7 seconds.
What's supposed to be an odd challenge for this coast?
Yes, TPD, simply the best challenge. Which we started off at Blackpool and went down to Alton Towers, then went down to Thorpe Park. Was supposed to be in the challenge. We won't tell you what happened. Make sure you go check that video out. But we were just saying this was closed. Unfortunately, didn't feature in our video. But inconvenience has it, the next day, the very next day, we actually joked about this, didn't we? We joked about it and said the very next day it would be open, and it was. So go watch that video after this one, of course. Don't go just yet. We got a whole 12 hours of Fright nights for you. We've got 5 hours of coasters and flat rides and attractions to do. Rob's going to do Detonator today.
Probably not.
No, probably. We're going to try to do every single ride here today.
I'll probably call you to do it.
No. Teacups.
That way people get to see your face.
Nah, we don't want to see that. See how quiet Stealth is.
No queue.
No queue. What's that? And here it is, Terror at Amity High. High school sucks. Tonight this will transform. The vampires will be out. Huh? What's that? High school sucks. But that's the name of it. Terror at Amity High. High school sucks. Prom 59. Don't tell me it's closed.
Unfortunately, that's what I'm going to say.
Why? What you done to it?
What I've done to it, I'm badging, mate. I haven't touched the ride yet.
Oh.
The ride shut down temporarily and I don't exactly know why. We're going to suggest try attractions nearby and come back a little bit later.
Okie dokie. Alright then. We can stand and wait. Have you got a rough guesstimate of how long it's going to be?
Unfortunately, I can't give you that one.
Alright then.
Tested them, they say.
So yeah, this is where the vampires will be a bit later on today. Last year, here was a scare attraction from Fanta. And just around that corner, there was almost a scare mazy type thing. But the queue line come to here, right? It come to here, and I'll show you. Went all along here, not this. Come all the way along around here, round here, and see where this brick stopped. This is where the attraction was. So all this queue line stopped there, you know, started there. Rob, how long was it we waited for Fanta last year?
2.5 hours in the cold.
For all that little amount of queue line there. But obviously, like the gentleman says, Stealth is unfortunately closed. What a shot. But I can hear the motors. Preparing themselves, so it might be something to do with the motors. There we go. Being about to test off-road POV of Stealth. Lights. Right. Oh well, just give him a blind launch. Give him a blind launch. So we were quite lucky, we got two little runs on stealth there before the queue picked up. Front row and back row. Back row, if you've got a bad back, the back row hurts your back. So bad back equals don't go back because your back will be burst in the back. Just remember that, back don't go with back, front goes with back. But if you've got a bad back, don't go back. If you've got a good back, go back. If you've got a bad back, go front. There you go, now you've got it. So now that's 2 rides on stealth, 1 on Nemesis Inferno. That's already more coasters than we got the last time we were here. So, thumbs up for that. So what we're going to go do now, Swarm?
Well, he kind of went to pieces.
We'll go walk over to Swarm and we'll see you over at Swarm. Can anyone guess where we're going? You guessed it right, we're going to Swarm. Yeah, so they've gone for the saw look this year instead of the Walking Dead graves.
That was last year's night.
I know. That's what I said, Walking Dead graves. So, and now it's going on to Rob's personal number 1 here in the UK. And in general, because he's never been out of the UK to ride one. But yeah, Swarm. It's the B&M Wing Coaster 2012 that comes to Thorpe Park. Some of the best theming around that you'll see. And in a minute, Rob's probably going to get asked to answer the phone. Oh, it's not even working. The phone is not working. This here, the Fight Back, is actually a stall. Is it not a stall? It has been open this year, isn't it? Yeah, it's used to be a stall. Obviously, there's your phone. This is the shop. The shop. A fire engine. You know me, I love the fire service. It's my intentional goal to be a fireman eventually. Look at this. Stay on. Walk on there. What's on? Nearly, guys. Yeah, like we said, it was getting a little bit busier, but we presumed it would filter out throughout the day, like throughout going on separate rides. It's 5-minute queue for Swarm. Yeah, when the mazes are open, the first half of Fright Nights is normally quite quiet on the coasters because everyone wants to get to the mazes. But then towards the end of it, the mazes get so busy that it's physically impossible to just queue for the mazes. You have to queue for coasters as well. And night rides on coasters are simply amazing. Like, we had this conversation while we're actually on stealth. The stealth at night is the best roller coaster in the UK. That we've done. I mean, we've never done the big one in the dark either, so we don't know. But everything about this ride is great. I mean, it's my number 4, is it? Yeah. Is it my number 4 or is it my number 5? Something like that, 4 or 5. But I love it. It's not my number 1. It's got height, it's got speed, it's got theming, it's got near misses. It's got everything you want in a coaster. Every possible thing you want in a coaster it's got. And that's what I love about the Swarm at Thorpe Park. I mean, I'll give you a little tip. If it says it's advertised at 40 minutes, right, and it's going through there, don't queue up in it. Just do not queue up in it. It's well over an hour. You have to go through there. It's well over an hour. So don't go in there. We're going to go to our favourite side, which is left. And either get left back or left front because they're the best seats on the train. Obviously the controls, if you've never seen it, the control box is in this ambulance or police unit. It's in this police unit here. So you've got graffiti on, but that's expected. But as you see, it's not busy at all. Back left it is. Swarm at Thorpe Park, the 2012 B&M Wing Rider. Let's go. Swarm, done. 3 roller coasters, 4 rides, 5 to 11. You know the aim we said earlier, we wanted to get on every attraction here today. It's possible, because if we go over and do Colossus and Sawn out, right, that's the big 5 done. Then we've just got to do the Walking Dead. That's all the coasters done. And then oh yeah, and the Flying Fish. But we can save the Flying Fish till later because that won't pick anything up. Actually, does that stop at 3 o'clock? If that stops at 3 o'clock, we have to get it done before 3. Darren Brown's going to be the one that's going to take the most time, because you've got a queue for Darren Brown, and you know you're going to have to queue for it. Then the 15-minute wait in the bay, and all in all, Darren Brown takes around about an hour on a quiet day. If it's advertised at an hour, you're going to wait. You're going to be in that queue line and in the attraction for around about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes in here. Yeah. Because you've got to be held in, you get held in the pens, and then you've got to do all the pre-show and all that. So it just takes time. Got a carpet sweeper there. So, Swarm's done. Tell us about Swarm, bro.
I don't know, that's my favourite coaster.
How was it riding just then?
Very elegant.
Very elegant. I think it was a bit slow, don't you think?
Yeah, morning, isn't it?
Yeah. I think they've all been running a little bit slow apart from Stealth. I think Stealth was running probably a little bit faster.
Yeah. But over the top too easy. Over the top way too easily.
But Nemesis was running a bit slow and lame. Swarm was running a bit slow. Stealth was running a bit faster than normal. So we're going to go check out Colossus and Sawn out. So we've just come off Colossus. Sawn is still down, so we went and done Colossus. We got on the last ride before it got broke. Well, it's broken down, as you see. Then they sent the test train. Well, it's not a test train. They sent it out so we could get back in. We were stuck on the brake run for about 10 minutes, weren't we?
For a while.
We queued up for about 15. Got stuck on the brake run for around about 10 minutes.
As long as we queued up, right?
Yeah. So
somehow it's still working. It's just stuck in there.
I know. Saw's got people on it.
Yay!
Yay! Saw's up and running. Saw will fix it.
Stars.
He gave me a little bad neck.
That's staff.
That's not. This one of staff, one yellow.
Should say decided to wear yellow.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a bad neck, so Saul will fix it. We told us on the live stream. Oh yeah, the queue now is a good half hour for that. Because of the whole situation, about 4 people had to get off the ride because of being so tall.
Or broad shoulders.
Or broad shoulders. Anything can stop you from going on that ride. And it's annoying. Thorpe, you need to change this. Anyone will fit in that test seat. But because of the size of the trains, your thighs stop it from going down to click. So Thorpe, you need to change that because that isn't right. I need to sort that out. So we're now going to go and sort a ride. Now a 20-minute queue for Colossus. Get it right there in the end. But problem is with Colossus, if anyone can't go on it, you know, it shuts the ride, it can stop the ride. And then obviously we think someone pushed the gate, which has shut the ride down. So they restarted it and reset the test cycle. So now sort the ride, let's go. So we've done the big 5. We've just come off Saw. All of the big 5 done before 12 o'clock. Pretty impressive, that, isn't it? Not bad. Still got 2 more coasters to do, and then all the coasters are done. It's now 24 minutes to. There's 24 minutes to 12. We've still got another 10 hours. That's still quality. You know, we've still got another 10 hours on park. 2 down. Huh? Let's go see Jamie. See if Jamie's here. Da, da, da. Yes. Time to have a little break. Like 4:15 down there. With a new styling. Obviously the maze I'm most looking forward to, pardon me, hiccups. The maze I'm most looking forward to doing is the Hillbilly Show with Creek Feet Massacre. Can't wait. There it is. So Rob, give us your honest opinions on the Creek Freak Massacre. Do you think the Hillbillies is a good way to go?
It's alright scare maze.
It's Rob says it's an alright scare maze. The Hillbillies get a thumbs up from us. So, we'll see you. AMC's Walking Dead the Ride. 5-minute queue for the Walking Dead. Lovely jubbly, that's what we like to say. Those who arrive survive. Welcome to the TP Safe Zone. Rob, are you going to survive because you've arrived?
No.
Oh. No, it shouldn't say those who arrive survive. It should say those who arrive do not survive. Well, they know they're not going to die.
No zombies, the sign's not out.
I know. Shock horror, they're all getting ready to do the AMC's Living Nightmare, or the AMC's The Walking Dead Do or Die. Coaster number 6. How many hours are we away? 3 hours away from Fright Nights. Huh? Just under 3 hours away from Fright Nights. It's getting a little bit, starting to get a little bit busier. The longest queue is now 35 minutes for Saw, so I'm glad we done that when we did. Darren Brown's half an hour. Samurai's down. They've got a cherry picker going to it now, so we don't know what's happening with Samurai. This queue line should be changed. Like, they should be able to open it up a little bit, so you don't have to do this whole walk around. I suppose the skinny people like me and Rob, it does help us out with our fitness already. Because not only you got to do this walk, you then got to do the walks from the pre-show to the ride. So we'll speak to you after the AMC's The Walking Dead. So since we last spoke to you, I think we've spoke about Walking Dead. We didn't speak about, yeah, we did, I'm sure we did.
No,
we've done Walking Dead, we've done Rush, we've done 2 rides on the Flying Fish, so all 7 coasters complete. So now we'll go do Vortex or Rush, do some flats. What do you want to do?
Do Rush, Vortex.
Rush, Vortex. Samurai's working. I mean, we've got to waste time. It's now 1:10. The mazes will be open in not too long. So, we're going to do Rush. We're to Rush. I love Rush. We both love Rush. This was This was Rob's #1 flat ride until he done Axel at Southend, Adventure Island. It's flying strong today. It's just a strong wing to it. Yeah, no, so we're done. We'll do this. It's not long until the maze is open. Just under 2 hours. So we're walking down to Vortex. I just want to show you a little bit of difference. If you can remember and you come to the last year's Fright Nights, you'll know it doesn't look open to me. That the queue line entrance was down here for Walking Dead Do or Die. The queue line is still down here, but the entrance is actually up the front. Oh yeah. The entrance is round the front, so you don't have to walk all the way around here.
That's going to be really.
So that's a little cool thing they've changed. That's where Bouncilla was, obviously. So now we've got Vortex. So guys, it's the end of our first part of day 1. We will have a second part, which is the actual Fright Nights. This is just Thorpe Park, part 1, day 1. Whatever it is, you know, it's the end of our first session here on the first day. We got a little surprise later. Have we? I don't know, have we?
Oh.
Maybe, you never know. But yeah, we'll see you soon. I hope you enjoy. Yes, see you for part 2. I hope you've enjoyed this first part 1 of day 1.
Part 1 or part day 1?
Part 1, day 1. Oh, hold on, Rob. Let's finish it on this. Come on. We're on the red carpet. So yeah, we're here at Thorpe Park for the first part 1 on day 1. We are thinking about days, and we are.